Morning, everyone. Today is the sixth day of Navratri. This is the last day that we celebrate Mahalakshmi. Tomorrow we start Saraswati and the Saraswati Puja that starts from tomorrow and ends on the ninth day of Navratri. So yesterday we talked a little bit about how the Mahalakshmi in this all the three energies of the goddesses that are represented in this myth are different from the goddesses that we typically see images of in typical Hindu mythology books and in the temples and things like that. And that those forms are considered kind of subsets of energy of these three larger representations of the Devi's energy. What happens now in the myth is that the goddess, in the first chapter of the second sub-myth, the gods have gone. They've asked for. They have a problem. They've asked for a solution. They've been provided with the Mahishasura-mardini aspect of Mahalakshmi and Devi, and there's just her and her lion who's fighting the hordes of Mahishasura, and they defeat all his entire army. And then it's a fight just between Devi and Mahishasura in the second chapter of the second submyth. And as I mentioned yesterday, the images are very violent. There's also no sense in the myth that Mahishasura is not powerful. Even when he is fighting Devi, they don't. He just doesn't crumble and go away. He puts up a fight, as we said in the first war that is depicted in the Devi Mahatmyam, the war between Vishnu and Madhu and Kaitaba that lasted for 5,000 years. So there is a recognition in the myth that these forces that we are fighting against, which are almost entirely forces within us that are denying our divinity, are powerful forces, and therefore there is this battle that needs to be fought. Granted, it's the story is told in the form of an allegory, so there are all kinds of images and all types of weapons. There's a great description of the battle, and towards the end, the thing that comes up again and again, there is the word Leela that comes up, that for Devi, this war, this battle that she's fighting is Leela, and Leela in that sense means play. So it is just, in a certain sense, entertainment for her, because she knows what the end is. She knows that Mahishasura represents an aspect of her that is denying her, that is insisting on maintaining the separation rather than seeking unity. And she knows there is only one end to this, that he will in the end find unity with her. And so for her, there is no dire consequence in the battle. There is only one consequence, and that is the recognition that Mahishasura will have. So, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't put her all into it. So she's fully present. She is fully present as a warrior, and she is not giving a quarter. She fights to the end, and then in the end, sort of she decides, okay, it's time now to end this. And then there is this image of her and Mahishasura jumping up into the air and fighting in the air, and then she finally just throws him down and pierces him with her spear. And as she does that, he changes from the from the image of a bull into the form of a man who is beheaded, and then the spirit of Mahishasura coalesces into Devi's spirit. So he achieves enlightenment. To be killed by Devi is to achieve enlightenment, because what she's doing is she's killing the ignorance in you. And what is that ignorance? That ignorance is the sense that you are not part of her, not recognizing that you are divine, that you have much more power than you give yourself credit for. So the message today is that you ask you have a problem, you ask for a solution, you've given the solution. And yesterday we talked about getting ready to receive. And what happens in the receipt of the solution is that you realize your divinity, right? So when you are going out, and we also talked about how this part of the myth is about activity, it's about rajas, it is about doing. And the thing to remember when you're doing is that you are an expression of the divine, and whatever you have set your mind to do, you can do, as long as you don't give credence to the self-doubt, to all of the chatter in your mind that is trying to insist on maintaining the separation between you and your highest potential. So those are the demons that Devi is killing here. The self-doubt, the constant sense of not being good enough, the non-deservability, the everybody else is better than me sense. All of those things are what these demons represent. And because they all keep you away from your highest potential. Like we did the last time, this is the last episode, or this is the last video that we are talking about Mahalakshmi. So a mantra that you can use to invoke her spirit of abundance and prosperity, as well as the ability to act without doubt, right? That's what we're talking about. That's what this second myth is about. It is Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. May she encourage you to put aside all these demons of self-doubt, self-hate, non-self-acceptance, and move you towards radical self-acceptance and performing at your highest potential in the world. God bless.